Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Dazzling Dave, and basically this particular vlog is going to be all around those little crazy rumours that are whittling around because we're now into the January transfer window. I'm going to be especially looking at the rumours around Raul Jimenez, Adama Traore, Neves, Patrick Cutrone and more, and I'm going to look at some potential signings that we might be making as Wolves. But don't worry, Raul Jimenez, he is going nowhere. So, as I said, I'm going to basically put all these things to bed, give you my opinions on all this speculation. Let's start off with the Mexican sensation that is Raul Jimenez. Now, the reason I wanted to sort of take this opportunity to talk about the transfer specifically is because on every single video that I've been doing later, I've had lots and lots of comments about these rumours that Raul Jimenez is going to be leaving for Man United or Man City or somewhere like that in January. And you know, I've seen it reported elsewhere on other channels as well, and I can tell you for a full fact, in my opinion, I'm pretty damn sure, why would Wolves sell Raul Jimenez right now? And if someone was to buy Raul Jimenez from Wolves, they'd have to pay an awful lot of dollar to get him. I'll tell you the reasons for why. Obviously, we know that Raul is essential to the way Wolves plays, whether we play in the 5-3-2, 3-5-2, or the 3-4-3 formation. He basically has been absolutely key to basically holding the ball up, providing assists and scoring the goals for Wolves. His stock has risen and risen and risen, and he has come to Wolves obviously from Benfica, and where he wasn't getting full game time. He's been the main man, the main striker for Wolves, getting lots of game time, and because of that he has improved and improved and improved. He's been making an impact as well in the Mexican national team. You know, he's a cult hero basically back in Mexico. Wolves have been very much building up the fan base with the passionate Mexican fans and the Hispanic fans and in America, and Raul Jimenez has been key to that. And obviously, you know, I get on my channel an awful lot of people around the world watching, but obviously a lot of people, especially over in that sort of area of the world, very passionate about the football. Now, Raul is probably not reported to be one of the most well-paid strikers. I think he's on around about 41,000 a week, which by the average person is a lot of money, but for a striker in the Premier League isn't. If there's anything that's going to happen, you'd think that Wolves would give him a new deal that would increase his salary. You know, Wolves don't have to spend. The owners of Wolves, you know, they have billions of pounds each. Now, we are restricted by financial fair play and they can't just throw their money in, you know, but like, we can compete financially, and they're doing everything they can to grow the club. And by growing the club, they want to grow the fan base, they want to expand the stadium. All of these things are in place, but we need a successful team. Raul has also been key to Wolves, you know, progressing last season in getting 7th, we're in the Europa League, you know, and as you know, Wolves are trying to progress into those Champions League places, and I think as long as Wolves keep going that direction, why would Raul want to leave? But we do know that he is, you know, 28. He's probably coming to his peak as a striker. So if he's going to leave, I don't necessarily think he would leave for another British club. I think he would probably go back to Spain, you know, and for a top Spanish team. He is a Spanish speaker, and that's where I would expect it to go. But definitely no chance. You know, we've only got one main striker. We need support for him, really. And I'll come on to that a bit more at the end, but I can see no chance that Raul Jimenez, so everyone that out there that's going, oh, please don't leave Wolves, you know, he's not, I can't see him leaving. Just can't. So chill down. It's just rumours and speculation, sell papers. Raul Jimenez, I would be gobsmacked if Wolves sold Raul Jimenez in January, and hopefully we can keep him for a lot longer. And I think he's still got plenty left in the tank in his career. And that's my opinion on that. Moving on to Adama Traore. He's another one that loads of clubs have sort of like, their ears have perked up, their eyes have opened, their mouths have been aghast. Adama Traore this year has come of age. He's come of age at Wolves. You know, he's been a bit of a journeyman, started in the Barcelona as a young lad. He's still only 23, still very, very young lad as well, really. He's built, you know, absolutely like a tank. He's electric with his speed. You know, he's got wings on his feet. I think on FIFA he's the fastest player on FIFA. Tell me if I'm wrong about that. Those of you that you know, play FIFA, tell me if I'm wrong about that. Been to Barca, Villa in the Premier League never really happened for him. You know, he tried it in Middlesbrough, started to get a little bit better there. Obviously that was in the Championship. He came to Wolves last year and he was struggling to fit into the system that Wolves were playing at that time, which was the 3-5-2, 5-3-2 system, with the two strikers, and Wolves have switched it to the 3-4-3, which we did play a lot in the Championship, and he's fitted into that role. But what you have to bear in mind, that Adama Traore has had a fantastic coach in Nuno Espirito Santo. Nuno has identified Adama from a year and a half ago, even when he was like dodgy with his shoulder and stuff like that, injured, he still wanted to bring him in. He's had a full pre-season with him. They've actually slowed him down. They've brought in, I believe, sprinter trainers to say you don't need to be as fast as you can run. Just take a little bit off the gas. His delivery, his shooting, the way he's always had that speed and that strength. But now he has the end product to go with it. He has an average of 5.6 dribbles a game. That's more than anyone, even like the likes of Wilfried Zaha. Wilfried Zaha is valued by Crystal Palace and he's 4 years older than Adama Traore at 80 million. You know, it's easy to say that Adama Traore, Wolves bought him for 18, would now be worth at least 70 to 80 million. Manchester City, one of the teams that have expressed interest, have rumoured to have said that 70 million is a little bit too steep for them. But if Wolves were to sell, they would want to know to get involved with that. Barcelona, the club where he started, have expressed interest. He's a danger man. He's so fast, and if he's got that end product, fantastic. But again, why would Adama Traore at this stage? He's still a young man. I like a lot of the team. He's had half a season of fulfilling his potential. He's definitely the most improved player at Wolves. You know, he's still got a long way to go, a lot to learn. Nuno has said this. And under Nuno, he's got the right manager to make him an even better player. He has got no need to rush to go anywhere else. His ambitions hopefully match Wolves' ambitions. And unless someone's going to come in again with an astronomical bid, I can't see that Adama is going to leave. Wolves, do they need to sell? I don't think so. So, and you want to keep your best players, and he is definitely a danger man. Every team will be frightened of Adama Traore and what he can do, and he's only going to get better. And his value and his stock, if he keeps doing what he's doing, is only going to continue to rise. Always there's rumours about Ruben Neves leaving. He would probably command a fee about 40 odd million. He's been doing, I think, better since Wolves have changed the formation to 3-4-3. He's playing a little bit further up the pitch. Not sure why he's not taking. You know, I can understand why Martinez takes a lot of the free kicks, but I'm not quite sure this year why he hasn't been taking more free kicks when they're sort of within that shooting range of goal. I don't know. We're going to then look at, obviously, Patrick Cutrone. There's been lots of moves on this and moots about this over the last week. The latest, you know, seem very, very confirmed rumours that's coming out from multiple sources that is imminent move back to Italy. Patrick Cutrone, I feel sorry for him. Wolves have loved that song. He loves the pizza, he loves the pasta. It's a really great song that he's actually said he loved himself. But he's not really settled. He moved away from his boyhood and his beloved AC Milan. They sold him. It was very late. He moved to Wolves. His family hasn't moved with him like the likes of Pedro Neto, who's done very, very well. His parents have moved with him. His girlfriend, his family, are still back in Italy. He doesn't speak the best English. He hasn't had a lot of opportunity. I think initially when Wolves are looking at that 3-5-2, 5-3-2 system, he would be, along with Jota, pushing for that striker berth alongside Raul Jimenez. With Wolves switching to the 3-4-3 system, his opportunities have been limited. He has played, when we played the 3-5-2 system, he scored that fantastic goal where the relief and the emotion came out of him when he scored against West Ham. He's a really nice lad. He's still very, very young. He's only just turned 22. He's just not settled really, and I think he really wants that move back to Italy. I think that's coming a lot from him. Nuno's spoken about it, he's talked to Patrick, and it definitely looks like that move's going to go ahead. It's looking like it's going to be an initial loan with a view to purchase by Fiorentina. They look like they're in pole position. Obviously they'll pay a loan fee, probably around about 2 million, and then it'll be about 16 million on top. Wolves, I think, paid 16 million from him, so they will want to recoup the money that they've paid. If Cutrone does leave, more definite than anything that Raul Jimenez won't leave. And when we've got Benny Ashley-Seal, who's also played against Man United. He still looks like that level's just a little bit above him at the moment, and he might be loaned out again. So if anything, Wolves are going to be in the market to bring in another striker, basically who can play that Raul Jimenez position, because we've got Neto, we've got Jota, we've got options, but we have not really got that one person that can do what Raul Jimenez does. And if he got injured, then that would be more damaging than anything, let alone selling him. Jesus Vallejo, he's already back in Spain again, Spanish speaking, came from Real Madrid, and you think with that sort of pedigree he would be fantastic in defence. It's just not happened for him. Every time I've seen him play, he's looked very nervous on the ball, a bit panicky. The pace of the Premier League maybe it's took him by surprise. Also with Wolves playing with those 3 centre-backs, where I think in Real Madrid it'd probably be more than 2. Obviously they do a lot more attacking, less defending as well with the way they play. It's just not worked out for him. Nice lad. It's just one of them signings. Some signings they work, some signings they don't, and it looks like that one's don't, and he's returned to, well, sort of speak, he's returned to Spain, so I think that's the end of that for him. Which means Wolves, in terms of transfers, what are we looking at bringing in? Another striker, you'd think, a midfielder and a defender. Bolly's going to be back soon. Kilman's done reasonably well since he's been in. We've had the likes of Dendoncker, who, don't forget, Dendoncker was a bit like Cutrone for 6 months, didn't play, and he's now a shoe-in for pretty much most of the games. And then Soyis have dropped back into defensive positions and done fantastically well. So hopefully we'll get Bolly back soon. Kilman can do well, but I think Wolves probably still need that defender. We have got Bennett as well. One bit of breaking transfer news today is that Wolves have sold permanently now Ivan Caballero to Fulham for £15 million. Ivan Caballero was bought by Wolves in the Championship season for £7 million, so it's an £8 million profit for Wolves. That's good business. But not only that, Caballero was key to the promotion to the Premier League. He played a big part in Wolves' first season in the Premier League. He's had some great memories, and all the Wolves fans I know will wish him well. He was much loved by the Wolves fans, but it's good business for Wolves. It's a good move for Cav, and as I say, all the best. So in terms of incoming, one that looks very, very likely, the most likely, because there's not that much, although Wolves are looking to bring players in, there's not that amazing amount of really hot rumours, but the hottest one is around the Salzburg player, right wing back forward, Hee-chan. It's basically saying that Wolves have agreed a £23 million transfer. He plays for Salzburg. He's done amazing for them. He scored 9 goals and had 14 assists in 22 games for them. That's hot form. They have a Portuguese coach as well, Paulo Pinto, who has brought through a few South Koreans, actually, some that you may have heard of. Park Ji-sean and Sun Han-mi, who obviously you would have heard of playing in the Premier League, doing incredibly well for their clubs. So he could be the one that Wolves are definitely going to be bringing in. Let me know what you think about that. There's still got ongoing rumours around Frank Kessie. He would be, in my opinion, a fantastic signing for the midfield. This rumour's been bumbling on for ages. Whether or not it happens or not, again, I don't know. But it would be a great signing. But there's nothing really concrete in regards to that. They're also bringing players in for the under-23s. So not massive amounts to really say on the incoming transfer other than the main one that I've said. So we're just going to keep our ears peeled for that. But in terms of the outgoings, Raul Jimenez, Adama Traore, cannot see it. I just cannot see why Wolves would sell unless it was a ridiculous amount of money that came in for them. Why would they want to leave right now as well? Especially, you know, Traoré, who's a lot younger than Jimenez. But again, as I said, Jimenez, you know, hopefully Wolves can achieve most of his aspirations, and if he does end up eventually moving, I think it would be more likely to Spain than going to another English club. So don't forget to leave your thoughts below on all of what I've said in regards to the outgoing and incoming transfers. Have you heard any rumours, any questions that you'd like to ask me in regards to what my thoughts are on anything that you've heard? Be happily answer those in the comment section for you and talk about them again on the next video. And if you're brand new around here, please consider subscribing, smash the like button, and I'll see you on the next one. From myself, Dazzling Dave, always Wolves.